going on, YouTube? Desmond here, ECoastArb, coming to you with day 28 of the 30-day challenge, getting into our last couple of days here, and really don't have a place to start in mind today. So I'm going to show you what I do when I'm in that situation. And even if you don't have any ideas on where to start, we can find somewhere to start. So what I like to do here is I'll start on Amazon.com. And I will go into the bestsellers tab here, and you can do this in KEEPA as well, product bestsellers here, but I just like to do it on Amazon, and I can see a visual. And I'll come down to my favorite category here, beauty. And what I will do is I will scroll through these and try to find something that I think is interesting. And what I mean by that is I typically look for stuff that Amazon is not on, which is most of these, but I also look for stuff that's got a little bit of a higher buy box price, because some of these $4.99 and $8, even 10 and 12 can be really a little more difficult to source profitably. So I'll scroll through these and eventually, hopefully, run across one. Okay, yeah, here, look, this one's interesting. Let's take a look at this one. So this one's got a ton of sales, so we may be better off avoiding it, but it also has quite a few sellers here, and it looks like the buy box is rotating quite a bit. Let's check just to make sure. Yeah, so we got a little bit of domination here, but looks like there's a ton of people getting the buy box, which is really good for us. We're looking for somewhere to start. Now, we're not going to try to source this particularly. We could do just a quick search right here, and let's see, 30 milliliters. What is this one? Yeah, this is 118, so that's going to be the mini. I'm assuming that's probably going to be the full size one there, but we're not looking to start here. We're just looking a place to scrape some seller IDs, and this one is actually probably a pretty good example because there are a ton. And looks like we've only got 21 actively showing. It says 21 rows, but we're showing quite a bit, quite a few more sellers over here. Okay, so let's do this. Let's include historical offers. Okay, so now we got 477, which is probably a little too many for what we want to do. So I'm going to select prime only and see if we can narrow that down. Okay, we're down to 212, which is still a little bit more than I'd like it, but we'll start here and we'll see what we can find. Going to export our sellers here with KEEPA, and I've been over this more than once on how to take this list and get it down to just the seller IDs. So we're going to do that with our find and replace feature. Good there. And we're going to take out everything behind. Same thing. Place all. We're going to use our fancy formula to get those commas in for us. And typically when I'm doing this, I would try to limit myself to sellers ideally with less than about 750 reviews, and on the low end I'd say more than 10 or so would probably be a good start point, but this is a really big list, so we're just going to grab the first 50 here, and we are going to copy and paste that into KEEPA. So coming into the product finder here, I'm going to scroll down, paste our 50 sellers in. We've got 3,500 products. We're going to get that down to a more manageable list. And we'll start with taking Amazon out of the mix. If I can find the, there it is. So 75% on Amazon. Took out a few, but still not enough. Let's go pick a category. Since where we started was beauty, I'm going to pick that one. And already down to 446, which is good. So we can probably put a buy box filter here. And we'll go 90 day on this one. And do a minimum of 30 over 90 days. And down to 173. That might be a little bit high. It's definitely manageable. But we're going to come in and try to focus on stuff that's moving fairly quickly today. So let's do 90-day average max of 100K. Now we're down to 77, which is plenty manageable for anybody in the... You could probably burn through this list in, really, if you put your head down, about an hour, hour and a half. Especially if you scroll through it like I'm about to. And I try to look for stuff that is fairly stable on the buy box. Like that looks interesting, even though the buy box is probably suppressed. Got a 4-pack here, selling for 48, I hope. And looks like it was about 42, but it has been up to the 50s in the last 90 days. Let's check our offers here and make sure it's actually selling through. And definitely got some sales in here, not a ton. So let's see, out of curiosity, can we get this 4-pack for, we're looking for 21 bucks here, so there's going to have to be pretty cheap. And it looks like Vitacost has some Harry's products, but I don't see the one we're looking for. This might be it right here. Guess we've got it for $7.49 here, and there's actually a range, so I'm guessing that's the smaller size. What it is 16, and that's what we're looking for, I believe. Let me get out of these. But we're at a pack of 4, so that $7.49 is definitely not going to work for us. So let's keep moving. Some CeraVe products. I feel like I might have sourced this in one of these videos in the past week, but obviously we didn't find it profitably. So let's see if anything's changed. A lot of buy box rotation here. Everybody's getting a turn. Looks like our seller count was dropping off and then came back up a little bit, but the buy box seems to be fairly stable in the, I'd say, the 32 to 34 range, maybe down in the 30s at certain points, but a lot of buy box rotation. So when a product is like that, you can typically hold out $1 or $2 and still take your turn on the buy box. Let's go, let's just do this and see. Okay, is that what we're looking for? We've got 3 fluid ounce, SPF 30, and this is actually a 2 ounce, so that's not going to be a match. Got a 3 ounce here for $19.99, but that's not going to be profitable. We need to get them for about $8 a piece, and that might not be doable. Guessing it was on sale somewhere. maybe buy one get one free would put you in that $8 range that you really need to be at to make this profitable. But I don't see anything. There's a 12 at Kroger, but still a little bit too much. So don't think we're going to be fortunate enough to find that one. So let's keep rolling down the list here. Got another Paula's Choice product, but looks like the brand's taking the buy box on that one, so we're going to skip it. Drunk Elephant, definitely heard of that one before. Looks like a lot of buy box rotation here as well. A little bit of price erosion. It looks like it's working its way back up, and you can see that seller count's coming down pretty quickly, which is a good sign of sell-through. A lot of volume here. Let's see, can we get it for 20 bucks? And we're looking for the 1.69 or the 1.7 here. And that looks like a knockoff of sorts. Don't think that is the Drunk Elephant brand, but okay, yeah, that's the same knockoff. So you gotta be really careful on stuff like this, because these, you can see this is direct from the manufacturer here, and 15% off is not going to help us, but I wish they'd give me a better picture. But here's direct from the manufacturer, and this is a knockoff of the same product. Significantly cheaper, but that is not going to work for what we're trying to do today. So especially things like this where they try to play off the brand and maybe leave a letter or two out or similar spelling, and the product looks almost identical, just a few things missing. But that is most definitely, yeah, see how they do this? Third party seller here, one review, and it's not good. It looks like they actually used the right image here, but stay away from stuff like this. You're not going to win that battle. And I don't see anything close to where we need to be on this one, so I'm going to keep moving. Some Mac products. I think we did some Mac sourcing yesterday. I don't remember this exact one, but there is, that looks like a match at 29. We need to be at 20, so roughly a 30% discount on this. And I think actually we might have sourced this yesterday, or something really similar at least. But probably going to be a little tough to get that 30% here. I'm not sure. Don't do a lot of sourcing from Mac. But if you know of a 30% code out there that works, that would probably put you in the right range for this one, but I do not, so I'm going to keep scrolling here. And some more Drunk Elephant. Guessing this was probably sourced at the same sale that other product was. But you never know, we might can find this one. Need to be at 15 bucks here. And actually we might be kind of close if this is the right one. 15 milliliters. I'm guessing that's probably the wrong size. Yeah, 50. So not going to work there. So missed the sale there for sure. Let's see about this one here. Some more makeup, Glow Skin. I think that might be a new brand. 35 bucks max cost. That's a lot. Maybe we'll get lucky on this one. And it looks like we actually might. Let's see here. A lot of options here. Right under budget, which is a little bit of a flag for me sometimes if you can easily find several sources for a thing. That can be something to look out for, but looks like this one's pretty stable. The brand might be taking, okay, so they're taking the meat of the sales here, but it looks like they are sharing with this eCosmetics, but they are the only two on the listing. And actually, no, they're not. eCosmetics is not on the listing anymore. And this Thank You Buyers is on here and not getting buy box shares. And it looks like they've only sold maybe a couple. So I'm going to call that brand domination. I'm going to stay away from it, but it looks like it could possibly be profitable. But I think I've said it before, profitability is not the only thing we check for sourcing. If you can't sell it, doesn't matter if it's $100 profit if you can't sell it. Got some Kiehl's here, super popular arbitrage brand. Also, you can see quite often goes through some pretty hefty price tanking. Guessing it either hit a leads list here or maybe they had a really big sale, but huge swings in seller counts here. So something to be careful for when you're sourcing products like this. Always buying quantities that you can move quickly. Can we get it for 22 bucks? I think Kiehl's was having a sale. It may be over now. And that is not what I'm looking for. I want the stuff in the jar. Hmm. 125 milliliters. It's going to be the 4.2 ounce. And let's see, we've got 15% off here. Let's try Ultra Facial Cream. Let's just go best sellers. I'm sure it's going to be in there. That is SPF 30. I think this is just the regular. So let's keep scrolling. Maybe it'll be in here. Or maybe not. And it looks like maybe they don't offer that exact one anymore. They've got the sunscreen version here, but that's not what this is. So I am going to keep rolling. And I'm going to try to scroll through these a little faster and see if I can find you a win. That one possibly. Let's check this one out. Could be hazmat here, I'm not sure. Nope, doesn't say. 32 bucks. And we're looking for the 1 ounce here. And these are the half ounce. So no go there. Serious skincare. Looks like our offer count's coming up pretty good here, so I'm just going to skip this all around. I try to avoid stuff that offer count is steadily increasing. That's typically on its way to some price erosion at some point. Eventually it'll reach that point. Bobby Brown, I think that name pops up at least 4 or 5 times a day when I'm sourcing. Definitely a good brand to target. Good low competition here, 16 bucks. Can we do it? And it looks like this might be a match. We're at $24.99. I don't think we're going to be able to get that down to 16. But we'll check it out. Sometimes Saks off 5th has some other products that are pretty discounted. Let's click on, let's go here and see if we got anything that's heavily discounted. Got some lipsticks. Try to stay away from stuff like that in the warmer months. Looks like these are marked down to $14.99, and these are actually the smaller size. You gotta be careful with that too. This one looks interesting though, $19.99, a little over half off. And a warm chestnut. Let's go. Take out some of these words, these extra. Don't think that's going to be a match. That looks a little bit different, but that one is probably going to be it. Really high rank there, so I'm going to avoid that one. And we'll try this one out of curiosity, but I think this is the smaller size. Because these are, I'm pretty sure, and let's take out some of these extra words in here too. Warm natural, we're looking for warm beige. We got warm sand, but this is the 1 ounce. So like I said, you gotta make sure you're going through all the details on things. And I don't see what we're looking for. So I'm gonna keep rolling, try to get through this list a little bit. Hopefully run across something that we can't resist. Wow, a lot of sellers on that one too. It looks like it kind of stabilized out. So either they've reached kind of the max capacity for sellers here, or it's not selling quite as good. Looks like Fortress is on this one too. They're super big. Typically take majority of the buy box, and yeah, 98%. So we're going to skip that one. Clinique. I think that one pops up most days when we're sourcing as well. $19.21 might be a little hard. Looks like Mike could get it here for $20.80. 3.4 ounce, 3.4 ounce. I don't know how we get it for $20.80, but it says with code. But it doesn't tell me the code. Let's try. Okay, looks like Clinique is doing 30% off makeup. That's not going to help us for this. 44 here, and we needed to be at 20 bucks, so even 30% wouldn't quite make it for us there. So keep moving. Sourcing is all about speed. How quickly can you weed out the no's? I like to think of it as not looking for that one winning product, but more so weeding out the 50 or however many it takes no's until you find that one. If you look at it that way, it goes a lot faster. Pretty big bundle here, and I think we were trying to source these two at the beginning of this video. I don't remember exactly what they were cost wise. I want to say like 20 bucks, but let's try. We'll try Googling this. Maybe we'll get lucky with a bundle, but I don't think so. 48. Looks like this one might be missing some pieces, because this is a 3-pack and we're looking for 4. Okay. Got a 4-pack here, but we're looking for 44 bucks on our cost, and I have sourced survey enough to know that unless we're getting a buy one get one free, we're probably not going to make that happen. So let's keep moving here. More drunk elephant. There's some NARS. Foundation. Looking for 25 bucks here, and could be getting kind of close there with the 30. Not quite, but maybe we can coupon that around. I think we might have did this one yesterday too, the 50%. Maybe that wasn't NARS. Looks like we can probably stack this 15% off first order here as well. And looks like almost everything's out of stock, so we might be late to the party on this sale. But let's try it just in case. Never know, they could have just added these today or something. NARS. Single eyeshadow. And we need to be at 5 bucks here. We got an 8. But this duo here for 28 bucks we can probably do. Let's try. Hopefully they'll have the right color in stock. And this is Kalahari. Does it give me a code, a color code? No. Let's see. It's probably going to be sold out. And I don't even see it. Kalahari. I don't even see it in here. Looks like the only one we've got here is this Super Baya. And let's see if we can find that in here. That's going to take too long to go through. Let's do variations instead. And I don't even see it in this list. So let's try and look it up here. NARS Duo eyeshadow. And really high rank here and not going to be under budget anyways. But it looks like some of these probably would have been wins had they not been out of stock on us. But let's keep moving here. Let's see. Let's try the Hardwire. Hardwired. There's our time clock. Shadow. Oh, that 30 minutes burned by today. Hardwired. So $12 here. Maybe we'll get lucky and that one will be in stock. Otherwise, we may be out of luck today. We're at 1540, but remember we're getting that 15%. And we're looking for the Galapagos, which is in stock. No, it is not. Dang. That would have been it right there. We were at, let's see, we're at 1540, but with our 15% here, would have been at 1309, and that still would have been a little over cost actually. So maybe not. And looks like everything else here is out of stock. I'm sure a few of those were probably wins. But let's go through maybe a couple more. I'll run over on our time today because I didn't find y'all a win yesterday either. So that looks really stable. Almost too stable. That one looks interesting. Vino, FBM offer winning the buy box here. Looks like our seller count's coming up just a hair, but not too much yet, but it has come up quite a bit in the last day or two. Be a little cautious of this. I guess not. Can we get it for $17.50? Ooh, did I finally find you a win? Let's double check here. 2.5 ounce SPF 30. And this is not it, but that is going to be it, I believe. 2.5 ounce SPF 30, positively radiant. Positively radiant. Looks like a little bit of a package change, but I do believe that is the same product. 2.5 ounce daily moisturizer. So I'm pretty sure this is the same product. Now it does look like it had a package change, but typically I don't. That's just something you have to play with. Sometimes I take a gamble on it and it pays off, especially with products like big names like this Aveeno. The big name brands, especially in the beauty world, often do product change packaging. So customer base is kind of used to it at some points. But $17.49 here, coming just under budget, pulling out a $6 profit, just a hair over 35% ROI, and it has been pretty stable for the last 90 days, right in that 33 range. And we can look, so 32 on the 90, 34 in the 30, and 37. I don't know why it says that, because this FBM offer is coming in at $28.99, but looks like they don't have a ton of stock. And our next offer up is actually $31.15. So we'd still be scraping out $3.75 there, but looks like the next one up from that is $33. And a lot of times when you have these big gaps like this, you can just wait for these sellers that are priced lower to sell through, and especially if they don't have a ton of stock, which it looks like nobody here really does. So with this amount of sales, $4.25 with no variations, you can probably safely assume that these lower priced sellers will sell through and that buy box will come up, especially since it looks like it's been as high as $40 at sometimes, and looks like it often goes up to that $40 range. Let's check let's check our statistics here. So 43% at 33.78. I think that's what we have punched in here. Close enough. Got one low ball offer here, but like I said, he should sell through. And seeing actually a couple of 39s in the list, so this may be one you could scrap out 39 and get a really nice profit there, $10. But cool. I'm gonna call that a win. I'm pretty sure that's the same product, a little bit of a package change. It's just something you have to trial and error with. But thank you for watching. This is day 28 of the 30-day challenge. We've got 2 days left. I'm going to spend tomorrow sourcing again like I've been doing, and then I'm going to do on day 30 I'm going to spend doing a recap and maybe go over some things that I've learned and hopefully give you a few tips that you can use in your own Amazon business. So thanks for watching. Desmond here, ECoastArb, and we'll catch you tomorrow.